The sheriff said over here by the evergreens, or this is where they used to see the thing all the time. So I'm like, oh, well, let's go that way. You know, it's getting dark now. Let's go that way. So I think what happened is, if there's such thing as Bigfoot, we kind of enticed them or kind of attracted them because we were there early before it got dark. So if he was within our earshot, or you know, where he could hear us or feel us or whatever, he was in that area. Because when it started getting dark, we're walking through the evergreen, which are trees like the Christmas trees, big Fraser, Douglas firs, Fraser firs. So we're walking through this area, and as we're walking through this area, Charlie, it's about, I bet you like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's a little bit dark now. It's dark. I'm telling you, it's dark. Now the sheriff has got a gun. He's got his son. They're on the left side of me. Uncle Charlie and the other guy are on this side of me over here. So we're walking out, and Charlie says, hey, let's do a knock. Let's do a tree knock. Now we've been out there there's nobody out. I want to reiterate, there's nobody out here. I promise you, there's nobody out here. Uncle Charlie says, let's do a tree knock. I said, okay. Now the sheriff and his son are over here. I'm in between them. Probably sheriff and his son's probably 15 yards that way. Charlie and who was it with us at the time?
Another researcher.
Another researcher was probably about 20 yards from us on this side. And again, I want to reiterate, I'm not scared of nothing. I don't think I'm scared of nothing. I'm, kind of cocky and arrogant. And so we're out in the woods, and Charlie takes what was that, Ben?
Except for your wife.
Except for your wife. Scared my wife. So Charlie does one tree knock. He goes bang. And for me to hear this as clear as I did, it was only probably about 3 or 4 seconds after that we heard bang, bang, bang. 3 knocks on a tree, just as clear. Not an echo, not a going around, you hear it come back to you. It was 3 solid knocks, loud as could be, up about, I bet you maybe 50 yards. For that kind of sound to travel through the woods that distance, it's got to be 50 to 60 yards, 70 yards in front of us, maybe. Okay, now I said, in my mind, I'm going, oh shit, what was that? You know what I mean? Because there's nobody else out there. The sheriff and I heard the sheriff tell his son, after that happened, the sheriff told his son, hey boy, let's get out of here. Like he got scared like that instantaneously. He started getting out of there. And we're like, oh shit, like this. And Charlie said, hang on. So when he said hang on, so we all stopped for a second. I told, the sheriff, I said, hey, hold on a second. So he stopped for a second because he's ready to take off out of the woods. Now it was dark. I'm telling you, it was dark. So then we hear Charlie goes, I'm gonna do another knock. So I think he does like, I don't remember exactly, but I remember he did like maybe 2 knocks, or he did 3 knocks to like to talk to it or whatever he was doing. So I didn't know, what he was doing research wise. And so he does that, and it comes back 1 solid knock, just as loud as he knocked, and he's 10 foot from me. It sounded like that 60, 70 yards from me. And I promise you, I'm not scared of nothing. So I said, oh shit, like this. I said, oh shit, I even hid behind a tree, like there's something right over there, and I'm like, oh, what the hell's that? Terrell, or excuse me, the other guy, the researcher over here, tells his son, says, we're out of here. Let's get out of here right now. But he wasn't saying it for my effect. He was saying it to his son, which was 15, 20 yards from me. He was telling his son, right now, let's get out of here. So he took off out of the woods, didn't wait for us, didn't say nothing. This is a sheriff that has a 9mm on him. If I got a gun, I'm not scared of nothing. But he's got a 9mm. He's taking off out of the woods like he just heard the devil or the ghost or something. So he's off out of the woods. I tell Charlie, I said, Charlie, it's whatever it is, it's right over there. I said, go up this way. Go up this way. And I remember vividly, and he's gonna laugh because Charlie's over here with other research. Like, I go, Charlie, go up. There's something right up. He goes, he said, he wants to catch it and find it, but he said, just like he said, I ain't going over here. So,
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, you remember, I promise you, I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Things you remember it in your head. So anyways, it's hot, it's humid out. There's no wind, kind of like tonight, there's no wind. There's trees sitting up in a row like this. And I don't know, and I'm not like a researcher, none of that. Do I believe? Maybe. So there's trees, and they're big trees. They're probably 8-inch, 20-inch in diameters up to, there's a whole row of them. It's no wind blowing, it's muggy, it's hot. And we look over here, and I look at this one tree, and I tell Charlie, I said, look at that one tree. Nothing else is blowing. This one tree's going. The whole tree's moving like this. I mean, moving. I'm talking about moving. So I said, Charlie, look at that tree. And it was probably about 50 to 60 yards out. He looks at that tree, and that tree was moving. Not any other tree was moving. That tree was moving. And we was like thinking, like, oh, there's something out here. Terrell didn't hire somebody to come out here to scare us, to kind of like fool us or nothing. There was something else out there. Don't know what it was. I'm probably a 90% non-believer, but is there a 10% chance? Maybe. Don't know. But I'm telling you, there's something out there with us in the woods.